why would Israel refuse access to foreign journalists when people like you are so keen to have objective facts established by trustworthy outside sources?
Well, there are journalists there. There are Palestinian journalists there. Do you not accept
so we
that?
come back to the question. No, you've told me that I can't trust Palestinian figures.
There are journalists there.
Yes, why won't Israel allow foreign correspondents?
Have you posed that question? Has the LBC posed that question? What's the answer they've given?
Pose that question to whom?
Have you posed the question to the Israeli authorities why they won't allow LBC, BBC, Sky, why they won't allow them? Have you posed that question?
I will when I get the opportunity to ask them, but right now I'm asking. Right now I'm asking you. We know what the answer is. We know that it's because Israel cannot countenance what would actually be reported.
What, hiding arms in maternity wards?
No, because they can't let journalists in. Because if they did, you wouldn't be able to come on the radio and tell lies like that. And you are reminding everybody listening why journalists aren't allowed in by Israel, because you wouldn't then be required to rely on footage filmed by the actual soldiers killing the actual civilians, Trevor. But here you are, live on the radio, saying it out loud.
See,
you are the answer to the question, because if they allowed foreign correspondents in to provide independent verification, to provide international scrutiny, to report objectively, you wouldn't be able to ring this programme and say the things that you've just said. So everything, all of the journalists would discover things that completely support your position. So you must be furious that they're not allowed in.
No, because I trust the Israeli military authorities to make judgments that are right.
They've just killed three British aid workers. The people you trust to make judgments have just killed 3 British aid workers. Before you go, you remember when they shot 3 hostages who were wearing their underpants?
The Israeli hostages?
Yeah, the ones waving the white flags, wearing their underpants, who'd escaped. How's that? What's the latest on that investigation? From the people that you trust?
James, we're in the middle of a war. The fact that every single awful incident, like yesterday...
Are you going to answer one question that I've asked you, Trevor?
I've no idea if they've... I'm sure...
These are the people that you trust. I'm looking for the grounds. You said that the war has to continue.
The war absolutely continue because they're...
And how many civilians have died so far? So that means the killing of civilians has to continue. I can't explain your own thoughts to you, Trevor. You have to take responsibility at least for them.
And I'm very happy to do that. But
except you're not, are you? Because you don't want independent journalists in the region. You don't want anybody to believe the figures that are provided by anybody other than the Israeli Defense Force, who you claim you trust completely, while you can't even tell me the state of the investigation into their shooting of the hostages that you claim the release of is the justification for the entire conflict in Gaza in the first place. Benjamin Netanyahu has made the British government look ridiculous and weak, just as he has made you look ridiculous and weak.